Hi guys, it's Allie here once again. I am still outside. Yeah, and it's cold and I can't like feel my fingers or my lips or anything. So I'm not really sure how I'm gonna make a vlog when I can't feel my lips, but I'm gonna try because I love you guys. And so yeah, let's make this happen. So my brother Ethan wanted me to do a review on this specific series of movies. So I am here now doing my first review, and it's going to be about movies. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not very good at reviewing things, so this will probably stink, but bear with me here. It's my first. So you can at least have some pity on me. So the movie franchise I am going to be reviewing is Lord of the Rings. That's exciting. I watched them for the first time a couple weeks ago, a month or two ago, I guess. And so my brother thought it would be cool if I did a review on them because I do YouTube and cool people do YouTube. So here I am doing a review. I actually have not read the books, for those of you who are wondering, because I'm trying to finish The Hobbit, and so I have not read Lord of the Rings yet, and I'm sorry. I'm sure you're shaking your head right now, but bear with me. I'm only human. Okay, so anyway, Lord of the Rings. For those of you who don't know what it's about, I'm just going to hit the highlights. It is basically about this ring that this bad guy has. I am horrible at remembering the people's names. They all sound the same, so I'm sorry. The bad guy has the ring, and basically this hobbit named Frodo has to take the ring and throw it into the lava pit thing in Mordor, I think. Help me here, people. You're not much help, you're just a camera on my tripod. So anyway, basically he has to destroy the ring because it has so much power, and not one person or being should have that much power because it's bad and you go crazy. So basically, I freaking love the movies. Honestly, don't tell anyone this, but they might be my favorite movies ever. Don't tell George Lucas I said that. If you know me at all, you would know that I love Star Wars with all of my heart and soul, so it's kind of hard for me to decide which one I like better, Lord of the Rings or Star Wars, because they're both completely different, and I love them both dearly, so I don't really know which one is my favorite. I'm sorry. I'm indecisive. Fun times. At least I narrowed it down to 2. That's pretty good for me. So anyway, Lord of the Rings. The first movie is Fellowship of the Ring, then there's Two Towers, then there's Return of the King. And so I don't really have a favorite movie just because they're supposed to be one big thing, so it's not really something you can just have like one favorite of. Like my favorite Star Wars is Episode 5 because it's not as much of a continuation as Lord of the Rings, because Lord of the Rings just like stops and you have to know what happens. Like, you have to see the other 2 movies in order to have any idea what happens, because they just leave you hanging. So you can't really have a favorite Lord of the Rings movie. I'm sure some people do, but I don't have a favorite. If you have not seen them, I highly recommend you do, because they are amazing. And definitely read the books too, because I'm sure they're amazing too. So basically, the reason I love Lord of the Rings is because J.R.R. Tolkien, who wrote them, he was a Catholic, so there's a lot of spiritual stuff in it, and so I really like that's probably the reason why I would pick it over Star Wars if I did, because there's so much I don't remember the right word for it. There's a higher belief, like a higher meaning behind it all. So that's pretty cool. Even though I'm not Catholic, but anyway, it's close enough. So that sounds kind of bad, but whatever. Anyway, so basically you should watch Lord of the Rings. There are sword fights and chopping off of the heads, and there's pretty hair. I mean, I would watch the movies for Aragorn's hair alone. solely for his hair. What's that saying, people? So, you should definitely watch Lord of the Rings. I highly recommend them. The acting is spot on. I mean, the effects, like, there's nothing I don't love about them. Like, nothing. Like, ugh, they're perf, you guys. They're perf. So, I was supposed to do a review of The Hobbit too, but ain't nobody got time for that. So, honestly, The Hobbit was pretty good. I saw it before I saw Lord of the Rings. So, I mean, I didn't really know what to expect. So, anyway, it's not as good as Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry, but sorry. I mean, I'd probably give it 4 out of 5 stars, I guess. I mean, it's good, and it's pretty accurate to the books, and I like the fact that I like the fact that it focused on Thorin a lot, but, there's a lot more CGI in it than in Lord of the Rings, which I'm not as much of a fan of, but if you enjoy that kind of stuff, I think you should definitely see all of the movies. The 2 Hobbit movies still haven't come out, so I'm sure those will be out soon, hopefully. The second one's going to be out at the end of the year, so I'm really, really, really excited about that. And so, anyway, that has nothing to do with Lord of the Rings. So, I mean, it does, but it doesn't, so, like, anyway. So, watch Lord of the Rings. Like, they're amazing. Any tips I have for you while watching them? Make sure you memorize everyone's names and get everybody straight before watching them, because it's kind of confusing if you don't keep everyone perfectly straight. My friend who has read the books, and I was about to start reading the books, suggested to take notes about everybody while reading the books, but I think that would be good for even watching the movies, even though, I mean, they do talk about everybody pretty, you know, thoroughly, but I still think it's helpful to, you know exactly who they are and stuff. So I'll name everybody super important right now, so you'll remember. There's Frodo, who is the main guy. Gandalf, Sam, Merry, who is Charlie on Lost. Anyway, Pippin, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Boromir. They are the nine. What's wrong with my fingers? 9 very important people that you should keep straight. There are a bunch more people that hop in too, but those are the main 9 that you should focus on. Not necessarily focus on, but make sure you know who they are, because if you don't, you're just going to be like really confused. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. Ethan, I hope you're happy with me, and I hope you watch Lord of the Rings, and if you have, please feel free to comment below and say what you think about them, because I love talking to people who love learning. I love talking to people who love it as well, because I am a nerd and I don't have very many fellow nerds in my life, so I need some more fellow nerds in my life. So I hope you're having a good one, and I will talk to you later. Bye!